August 29th, 2025, in another development, near the front line in the eastern sector, 3 Russian soldiers, partially exposed near a tree line, were marked by a reconnaissance sweep. No movement, no reaction. They remained too still, as if hoping to be passed over. Seconds later, an FPV drone from Ukraine's 414th UAV Brigade, the Birds of Magyar, made visual contact and locked on. The first detonation ignited something, perhaps fuel, perhaps plastic, and flame engulfed all 3. A second drone was not needed. When the smoke cleared, nothing remained but blackened soil and silence. They knew it was coming, and they didn't run. Near the outskirts of Lyman, a lone Russian soldier was spotted walking across a field, carrying what appeared to be an anti-tank mine. The FPV drone from the 414th Strike UAV Brigade Birds of Magyar locked on from above. The pilot waited, then dived. A direct strike hit the soldier's pack. In the Kharkiv region, a Russian soldier was located inside a basement beneath a partially collapsed house. He refused to respond to surrender commands. A drone from the Black Fenrir group hovered above the structure. Moments later, a Ukrainian soldier approached and dropped a 120mm mortar shell directly into the opening. The detonation eliminated the occupant instantly. In the Kharkiv region, an injured Russian soldier was spotted lying motionless in an open field. No other troops were in sight. A drone from the 13th Brigade Charter of the Ukrainian National Guard hovered above him. Instead of a grenade, it released a plastic bottle and a piece of paper. The paper carried surrender instructions. There was no strike, no detonation, just a message left behind. In the direction of Avdiivka, a Russian soldier was seen crawling away from a destroyed trench, attempting to escape across exposed terrain. The FPV kamikaze drone from the Strike Drone Company of Ukraine's 47th Mechanized Brigade tracked his movement. The drone hovered briefly, then descended. The soldier looked back and raised one arm. Too late. The strike left him fatally wounded. Near the outskirts of Avdiivka, a group of Russian soldiers was tracked, retreating into a basement shelter beneath a destroyed structure. 2 unarmed civilians were forced to stand at the entrance. The drone from the Ukrainian reconnaissance team remained in a holding pattern. No munition was released. The camera held position, recording every movement. No approach, no signal, no attempt to release the civilians. The strike was never executed. Inside a shallow trench northwest of Sumy, 2 Russian soldiers were spotted taking defensive positions. One held a rifle, the other waved his arms, attempting to deter an incoming drone. The FPV drone hovered just outside reach, then accelerated toward the trench. A second drone followed immediately after. The targets remained exposed. No overhead cover, no escape. Both soldiers were eliminated in sequence. Near northern Avdiivka, 13 kilometers south of Pokrovsk, a Russian pickup truck was detected moving along a dirt road. It was marked as a tactical transport vehicle. A fiber optic guided drone from the Phantom unit of Ukraine's 25th Airborne Brigade was manually piloted toward the target, flying low through trees and over terrain folds. The drone maintained visual lock. The approach remained undetected. The vehicle was neutralized with a direct hit. Near the southern edge of Karen, a civilian-style vehicle carrying Russian troops was observed moving along a dirt road. No escort, no clearance. The vehicle advanced without deviation. Midway through the stretch, the front wheels triggered a buried mine. The blast tore through the engine block, sending debris in all directions. The drone camera remained locked on the smoking wreck. No one emerged from the vehicle. In the Pokrovsk direction, a Ukrainian FPV drone from the 68th Jaeger Brigade pursued a moving Russian vehicle across open terrain. As the drone closed in, a Russian soldier emerged through the side door and launched himself into its path. The maneuver was executed at full speed. The drone lost stability on impact and veered off course. The interception temporarily disabled the strike. Donetsk region, eastern Ukraine. A group of Russian soldiers was seen gathering near a shallow trench line, unaware they were being watched. A Ukrainian FPV drone from the Signum Battalion locked onto the position and began its approach. The first strike landed at the center of the group, instantly injuring or eliminating several soldiers. The survivors scattered into nearby brush and tried to crawl for cover. A second drone arrived seconds later, diving low and hitting a soldier attempting to escape behind a tree. A third FPV drone flew directly into a bunker entrance, neutralizing the last defenders inside. The attack lasted less than 90 seconds. The field fell silent. They had no time to react. Across multiple sectors near the Lyman and Avdiivka axis, Russian infantry units were spotted moving in exposed terrain and abandoned trenches. FPV drones from the 414th UAV Brigade Birds of Magyar were deployed in waves. The drones hovered low, tracking individual targets. Some soldiers attempted to hide behind debris. Others remained motionless, unaware they were being observed. Each target was acquired and neutralized with precision strikes. Near a tree line east of Chasiva, a Russian soldier was spotted crawling across an open field. The FPV drone from the 414th Strike UAV Brigade, Birds of Magyar, hovered briefly, then accelerated. The pilot adjusted trajectory mid-flight. The drone closed the gap in seconds. The soldier tried to flatten himself into the dirt. Too late. He was eliminated on impact. In the city of Torske, a Ukrainian surveillance drone captured 3 Russian soldiers confronting a civilian on a bicycle. Seconds later, the man was shot and left in the street. FPV drones were launched immediately. The first target was tracked crossing an intersection. The second attempted to run into a building. Artillery coordinates were locked for the third. All angles remained under drone observation. All 3 were eliminated in rapid succession. In the Donetsk region, Ukrainian surveillance identified a fortified structure believed to be the command post of Rubicon, an elite Russian UAV unit. Adjacent to the compound was a concealed ammunition depot. A strike package was authorized. The FPV drone maintained low altitude until the target was in frame. A delayed charge munition was used. The impact triggered secondary detonations inside the depot. The entire position was neutralized within minutes. In the Donetsk region, Ukrainian special forces from the Brotherhood unit of the Timur SOF were observed approaching a fortified position held by Russian troops. FPV reconnaissance drones provided overwatch. Movement inside the compound was confirmed. Close quarters engagement followed. 5 Russian soldiers were isolated and surrendered under pressure. The remaining combatants were engaged at short range. The position was secured, prisoners were extracted,